Let it bang, bang.
Okay, that started. I think I was arrested on July 22nd. I know it was on in the morning. Yeah, it was like around 9:30 in the morning. A bit nine after 9:30, the FBI came to my house. And first of all, I did not expect them to come to my house. I mean, like when they came to my house, I knew why they were coming to my house, but I didn't expect them to be at my house. I thought they would have like saw the post, just did like a search at SAS, and they found no issues. Then just no point, just forget it. Forget Instagram. They were
Okay.
through my bios, right? They were asking me what campus conservative mean to me, which is like. I'm just a campus conservative, just a regular conservative, all right? I'm totally not
Okay.
an extremist at all, but they were asking me, like, campus conservative, incel, ethnic separatism, like, all these fucking things that had in my fucking bio, right? And they asked me, obviously, if I'm an incel, and I'm like, obviously not. Most of my followers are female, but they also asked me if any of my followers are incels, and that would they do something I would like do anything violent. Basically, they were asking if any of my followers would do anything violent because of my rhetoric.
Right.
Like unless they're a federal informant or something, they're not gonna do shit.
You posted a selfie. I believe it was in like a car, right? Or was it like your? I think you said earlier it was your dad's truck.
My dad's
correct.
truck, yes.
Right. So this is what the post said. So it said, "Hi, Latino Zoomer here. July 22nd is the day of retribution. The day I will have revenge against all of humanity, which all of you will pay for my suffering. SAS will be the turning point," nice pun, by the way, "of the Latino Zoomer lore."
Quite friendly to me. It just looks like something that would be targeted to a specific audience. It doesn't seem like people would see it as like a broad thing, like broadly directed to different people, which was the post. It was supposed to be like, yeah, you have to be like part of this group to understand the post. It's like a certain type of humor, you know? It's not for everyone. So basically my original intent was the post was to make an Elliot Roger joke, like making fun of like the violence of him, you know? I was trying to mock basically because when I took the photo of my dad's truck, I noticed a physical resemblance between me and him. So I decided, I'm just gonna. Oh yeah, by the way, I was getting a haircut that day. That's why I took the photo. I took the photo just to see the hair, and then I noticed physical resemblance, right? So I decided to, first I'm just gonna make a post about it, just joking, right? So first I just took the quote from Elliot Roger and just put my name on it, Latino Zoomer. But then I was like, it needs a bit more to make it more original. So I added the SAS. SAS will be the turning point of the Latino Zoomer lore as the pun, just to make it more interesting. And that's how I posted it. And then TPUSA and the FBI got hold of the post and took it as a threat, even though I don't think anyone that understands it would take that as a threat, to be honest. SAS themselves, once they saw the post, a couple of days later, they canceled the ticket to the actual event. And SAS actually sponsors the hotels where you're going to stay in. So I was like, I'm going to be fucking homeless in Tampa. So that's why.
Yeah.
If I did find a arrangement, I would have went to Tampa, but I wouldn't have went into the SAS event. I would have like hang out with people outside of the event.
Okay. Now, I mean, do you regret making the post at all?
Regret. I mean, in a sense, I kind of do, but at the same time, I don't like the feds, so I don't want to comply with them.
Okay.
But I would say that I feel like I could have took a different. I feel like I should have posted something afterwards. I should have went to Tampa first and then got arrested. I think that's would have been way better for me.
Yeah, a Twitter account, I believe it was called like An Open Sea, and that was personally that's how I actually first found out about it. But they posted what looked like a court document, which in retrospect it actually kind of looks like it was legit. But yeah, so it was detailing your charges, and it said that they found 3 images of CP on your phone. So what's kind of like, what's like your response to that essentially?
Well, I think we need a little bit of a background story to explain it. So when I was arrested, when they were doing the interview, right, I had my phone around the FBI because in my mind I had nothing illegal on my phone at all. But of course they had a warrant for the phone, so it's like I just naturally gave it to them. Like there was no point of fighting back, and in my mind I didn't think I have anything illegal. In fact, story, when I was in the Bexar County jail, my parents bonded me out on August 10th, 11th. I was supposed to come out, and I thought I was going to be a free man, and I thought I was going to get my phone back. But I was arrested again. I was like shocked. First of all, I was shocked about being arrested, but when they read me my charges on August 11th, I was like, what is this? I didn't know this was on my phone. Plus, I tried contacting the outside world on the 29th. I contacted Sherry. I was telling her that I was locked up, and if I actually did have those...
Sherry's one of your friends, right?
Yeah. So if I actually did have those images on my phone knowingly, I wouldn't have not contacted the outside world. If I knew I was guilty of that sort of stuff, I wouldn't have contacted the outside world. But I did so. So basically, when I saw the court document they gave me, I think it's the exact same court document they gave that it was leaked because it's public.
Yeah. It looks like it ended up being legit.
Yeah.
Given what happened afterwards. Yeah.
So I read it. I was like, what the? You know what I mean? But then after calling my friend and talking, then I realized, oh wait, it's the Telegram raid or some disco raid. It was actually a disco raid that happened in August or July when I was arrested. That a group of Nazi pedals raided my Discord server, which is kind of disappointing. But there was also a raid back in January of 2022 where a bunch of people raided my Telegram channels without me realizing. It was like, oh shit. So and with the Telegram terms of service, I was looking at, someone was telling me that later on, is that a lot of the times they save photos automatically, which it might explain the 3 things on there. So that's my theory, because it's that's the only time I encountered unsolicited things that I don't have any interest. Plus, they did not, when they seized all my electronics, my PC, my gaming consoles, everything, they found nothing. It's just those 3 supposed images on my phone, which is quite disgusting, honestly. The graphics of it is quite repulsive, but
a leaked picture of your genitalia that you supposedly sent to a 13 or 14-year-old. So, I mean, do you have a response to those allegations at all?
The response to those allegations that she made it up, I posted the video of her admitting that she made it up. She made an Instagram story saying she made it up back in late December, I'm pretty sure. And I also have it, the screen recording, and I posted it many times, so I still have it.
Okay, so you basically so you basically just disprove that, essentially, you would say then.
Yes, and plus, wouldn't she have said something by now? It's where is she? Honestly, where is she actually? That's my question. But the FBI did say they were conducting a investigation on that to see if there was any probable cause, because the FBI actually did get a tip about that in May of 2022, and since I'm not indicted on anything related to that, I guess they didn't find any probable cause, which makes sense. Is that it?
Yeah. Regarding Nick Fuentes, because I know he ended up posting essentially a disavowal message on Telegram. He said, for the record, Alejandro Velasquez has nothing to do with me or America First. As I'm aware, he attended CPAC Dallas last year, where I briefly made an appearance. Claims on social media that he was part of our team in any way are completely untrue. Censorship, debanking, and blacklisting don't work, so now they lie. And obviously, when he ended up releasing that, essentially, because he's basically saying you're not affiliated at all with America First. And, I mean, that's pretty easy to disprove. There's a lot of photos of you. There's several photos of you with him specifically. And I know, you ended up uploading a video to your YouTube channel. I think, I believe this would have been, at CPAC. It was when he tried to, go into the event.
Yes.
Yeah. So what do you have to say on that, on the disavowal message that he sent?
So the disavowal message, I understand where it came from. There's a lot of pressure, but honestly, the whole message itself is a Jewish corporate statement. Obviously, you know who I am. You know exactly who I am. You met me. I said I'm Latino Zuma when I met you. And then later on, you gave me a birthday shout out and talked about the cadence situation on stream. Then you followed me on the Ball Baby Intel account. So I understand why you would make a post, but at the same time, you're completely lying,
Yeah, I know. It's like you mentioned. Yeah, there was like several. There was I can think of at least 2 instances where he like directly mentioned you on the stream.
Yeah.
And I think there was also like a birthday wish video that you were actually a part of.
Oh yeah, I remember that video actually. It was John McCrossan that asked me. I didn't really want to do it because I feel like people were gonna take that clip and just do something with it, but yeah, I remember that actually.
Yeah. So it just kind of, like his response, honestly, just like if he would have just owned up to it, I think, and just said like, yeah, like this guy, he was a member of America First. I know like a lot of like news channels were saying that you were like up in like America First leadership. Okay, yeah. So that, I think one of like the news headlines was like Nick Fuentes, key lieutenant, arrested for mass terrorist threats. Or it was like something along those lines.
Yeah, I remember. I remember everyone showing me that. But yeah, I mean, it's kind of just like, I don't know. It's been going downhill since I would say January 6th. Like I've been losing interest. Like the last time I remember I used to watch Nick's streams every day until January 6th when he got kicked out of D Live. So that's when I first started to have a decline of interest in Nick. But overall, people said I killed Nick Fuentes. People say I killed AF. And honestly, I take the full credit for that. I take full responsibility for that. It wasn't the FBI. It wasn't Jaded McNeil that killed Nick Fuentes. It was Latino Zoomer. I did it. I ended the, reputation or something. I don't know. I take full credit for that.